Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Hope asks Brooke to accept her relationship with Thomas and Luna demands to know who her father is. Today on The Bold and the Beautiful, Luna opens up to Bill, Poppy flees her apartment, and Hope wants her mother's blessing. All products and services featured are independently chosen by editors. However, soaps.com may receive a commission on orders placed through its retail links, and the retailer may receive certain auditable data for accounting purposes. At Forrester, Ridge tells Thomas the gold gown he's designed is amazing. They show out the model wearing it and then Ridge tells Thomas, "Well done, son." He's not just talking about work, but his personal life. He's happy that Thomas and Hope are doing better every day. Thomas tells his dad about their romantic dinner last night, reminiscing about Rome. Thomas tells Ridge that last night he wanted to get away from work stress and remember the magic of Italy. Hope is the best surprise he's ever gotten in his life. Ridge recaps that he worked on himself, and Hope wants him in her life. Thomas can't imagine a life without her. He tells Ridge that he can see Hope loves him, he just wishes Brooke could see it too. In the design office, Hope is daydreaming about sex with Thomas when Brooke comes in and notes she seems a little flush. Hope tells her she was thinking about Thomas. Hope tells her about Thomas's romantic dinner last night to recapture the feelings from Rome. He's always going out of his way to make her feel special and loved. Brooke muses, "He certainly gives you a lot of attention." Hope says it feels good for a change, and to be the only woman. Brooke knows that Hope loves the way Thomas is so devoted, but how does she feel about him? Is this the man she wants to spend her life with? Hope tells her mother that Thomas is the man who made her see what she deserved. His love is not obsessive anymore and makes her feel beautiful. Hope takes her mother's hand and tells her she's so happy. "Can't you please be happy for me too?" At Il Giardino, Bill compliments Liam for stepping up at Spencer Publications. Liam's happy to do it since his dad is focused on something, or someone, else right now. Bill admits Poppy's been on his mind a lot lately. Liam goes over their special connection, which goes so far back. Liam muses, Poppy's in Los Angeles to give you something you've never had before. Bill asks what he thinks Poppy's giving him. Liam says he's never had someone in his life who met him as just Bill. His father says, "You're right. She does see me that way." He marvels that it's really great with her. Bill feels anything is possible. "I have no idea what could happen next." He decides to pay her a visit and tells Liam to tip the waiter. Liam wishes him luck. Bill doesn't need it. At Poppy's place, she accuses Luna of avoiding her and says she hates the tension between them. Luna doesn't want to talk about that night anymore and only wants to focus on her work. Poppy hugs her from behind and says it was a mistake. "Please, won't you forgive me?" Luna replies, "I wish I could talk to my father about this." Luna tells Poppy that she can't talk to her about this problem because she's the cause of it. She can't open up to RJ or her friends at the office either. "It's eating me up inside. I need to know who my father is." She complains that Poppy shuts her down every time she asks. She's doing things that are out of character and knowing who her father is might help. Poppy shakes her head. Luna implores, "Why? Why won't you tell me who he is?" Luna tells Poppy that she owes her this, but Poppy wants her to focus on how much RJ cares about her. Luna won't let it go. "Why won't you answer my question?" Poppy says they're fine on their own and don't need anyone else. That's always been enough. Luna shrugs, maybe it's not enough anymore. Poppy cries, grabs her purse, and leaves. Luna answers a knock on the apartment door. It's Bill. He says he came by to surprise Poppy and Luna tells him she just left. He asks if she's okay and why she looks upset. At Forrester, Ridge tells Thomas that Brooke isn't standing between him and Hope. Thomas scoffs that she's not exactly throwing confetti either. He feels that very soon, Hope will take that ring off her neck and put it on her finger. In the design office, Brooke tells Hope she still has reservations about her relationship with Thomas. Hope says it took her a while to trust him and open up her heart to him, but he's given her every bit of it. His actions and devotions say he's given her his whole heart. The kids feel it too. He makes me happy. Could you just give us a chance? Please, Mom. Do you think you could support my relationship with Thomas? Apartment, Luna cries and Bill says he can see she's definitely upset. She sniffs, it's nothing. Bill asks if the Forrester kid hurt her. Luna groans, no, he would never. She claims she's fine. Bill can see she's sad. Your mom wouldn't want that. You said your mom was here and she left. Did you have an argument? Luna doesn't respond. Bill says he knows all about parents and kids butting heads. He has 3 sons. I probably drive them crazy on a daily basis, but that's only because I want the best for them. He realizes his personality can be intense and combustible. He goes too far sometimes, but parents often can't get out of their own way. Is that what happened with you and your mom? Luna admits they argued and it's been pretty tense between them lately. She finds it nice to hear him talk about his sons and how much he loves them. Bill says her mother loves her just as much. Luna says it's different with a dad. She's never had one. Her mother's always been there for her, but there's a part of her that's missing. Poppy doesn't understand it, or she doesn't want to understand it. I can't let it go anymore. I need to know. I need to know who my father is. Next on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge encourages Thomas to act boldly in his love for Hope. Thomas creates a beautiful new gown for Hope, and Bill offers to be a sounding board for Luna when
Hope's
Poppy
heart
raced as she stood in front of Brooke, her hands trembling slightly. She had rehearsed this moment 100 times in her mind, but now that it was here, the words seemed to evaporate into thin air. Brooke sat on the edge of her bed, her expression a mixture of curiosity and concern. Brooke, Hope began, her voice barely above a whisper, there's something I need to tell you. Brooke's eyes widened in anticipation, sensing the gravity of the moment. What is it, Hope? You know you can tell me anything. Hope took a deep breath, summoning the courage to speak her truth. It's about Thomas. I know you've had your reservations about him, and I understand why. But I love him. Brooke. I really do. Brooke's expression softened, a flicker of understanding crossing her features. She reached out and took Hope's trembling hand in hers. Hope, I want you to be happy. If Thomas makes you happy, then I'll support your relationship with him. Relief flooded through Hope, tears brimming in her eyes. She hadn't expected Brooke to be so accepting, so understanding. It felt like a weight had been lifted off her shoulders, freeing her from the fear of judgment. Thank you, Brooke, Hope whispered, her voice choked with emotion. Thank you for being so understanding. Brooke pulled Hope into a tight embrace, holding her close. You're my daughter, Hope. All I want is for you to be happy. As they held each other, Hope felt a sense of peace wash over her. She had feared this conversation for so long, but now that it was over, she wondered why she had waited so long to speak her truth. Meanwhile, across town, Luna paced back and forth in her small apartment, her mind racing with questions. She had always known that her father was absent from her life, but as she grew older, the curiosity about her origins gnawed at her relentlessly. Enough was enough. Luna couldn't take the uncertainty any longer. She needed answers, and she needed them now. With determination fueling her steps, Luna grabbed her keys and stormed out of her apartment, her destination clear in her mind. She needed to confront her mother, to demand the truth once and for all. Minutes later, Luna found herself standing outside her mother's house, her heart pounding in her chest. She took a deep breath, steeling herself for the confrontation ahead, before knocking firmly on the door. Her mother, Maria, answered the door, a look of surprise crossing her face at the sight of her daughter standing on her doorstep. Luna, what are you doing here? Luna didn't waste any time with pleasantries. I need to know who my father is, Mom. I can't live my life not knowing anymore. Maria's eyes widened in shock, her expression shifting from surprise to sadness. She ushered Luna inside, closing the door behind them before sitting down on the couch. Motioning for Luna to join her, Luna, I've wanted to tell you for so long, Maria began, her voice tinged with regret. Your father, he wasn't a part of our lives. He left before you were even born. Luna's heart sank at her mother's words, a mix of disappointment and anger bubbling within her. Why didn't you ever tell me? I deserve to know the truth. Tears welled up in Maria's eyes as she reached out to grasp Luna's hand. I'm so sorry, Luna. I was scared. Scared of what you would think of me, scared of what it would mean for us. But I realize now that keeping the truth from you was wrong. You deserve to know where you come from. Luna felt a wave of empathy wash over her as she looked into her mother's tear-filled eyes. She could see the pain etched on Maria's face, the weight of years of guilt and secrecy bearing down on her. Taking a deep breath, Luna squeezed her mother's hand reassuringly. I forgive you, Mom. And I want to know more about my father. I want to understand why he left, why he wasn't there for us. Maria nodded, relief flooding through her at Luna's words. I'll tell you everything, Luna. I promise. As mother and daughter sat together, the weight of years of uncertainty began to lift from Luna's shoulders. She may not have all the answers yet, but she finally felt like she was on the path to discovering the truth about her origins. In another part of town, Hope and Brooke sat together. A newfound sense of understanding and acceptance bridging the gap between them. As they talked and laughed together, Hope couldn't help but feel grateful for her mother's unwavering support, love, acceptance, and forgiveness. These were the threads that bound their stories together, weaving a tapestry of hope and resilience in the face of adversity. And as they faced the uncertainties of the future, they knew that as long as they had each other, they could weather any storm that came their way.